Good evening and welcome to the commencement ceremony of Central Virginia Community College. I am Dr. Muriel Mickles and I am the Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs here at CVCC. One of the highlights of being the Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs is welcoming all of you graduates, your family and your friends, as well as the CVCC family to our commencement celebration. I love graduation. I look forward to the pomp and circumstance every year that recognizes the successes of you, our wonderful students. The faculty and staff work very hard throughout the year to make commencement a reality. But we know that no one works harder than you, our graduates. It is a time to reflect on where you started, to share happiness, pride, and love with those who sacrificed to help you on your journey. Let me be one of the first to say congratulations to you. We are so very proud of you. As we begin our celebration today, we will pay tribute to this great country by playing the national anthem. At the conclusion, Dr. Steve Troxell, Chair of the CVCC Local Board, will bring greetings.
During the more than 2 decades that I was a college professor, the greatest moment of our year was graduation. We faculty looked forward to joining our students in the celebration of their accomplishments. If your faculty could be here in person with you today, they would undoubtedly share with you the handshakes, hugs, tears, and joy that are so appropriate to this grand event. The board of CVCC likewise share in this glad occasion. We have been very serious and intentional in providing the guidance and oversight necessary to help you reach today. When I was a professor, I held to 2 basic tenets. 1, make sure that my students got answers to their questions, accurate answers. And 2, make sure that my students were asking the right questions. Let me encourage you that even though you have accomplished this educational milestone, never stop being a student. Keep learning either formally or informally so that you don't stagnate. Keep seeking answers to your questions and make sure that you're asking the right questions. Again, the board of CVCC and I salute you on your accomplishments. You have a right to be proud, and we are proud for you. And we wish you joy and fulfillment in your life. Go forth with pride. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce a man who has made my 8 years on the board a pleasure and who has done his utmost to make your college experience successful. President John Capps.
I'm John Capps, President of CVCC, and I want to extend a hearty welcome to all of you who are joining us for this special virtual commencement celebration. Our spotlight today is naturally on our graduates. We're here to honor them. But I also want to offer a special welcome to the families and friends of the graduates. It's not too much to say that these graduates would not be graduates if it weren't for you. So you deserve to share in their moment of glory. At the outset, I want to acknowledge that this isn't the type of ceremony we had hoped to provide you. Unfortunately, just as it has in so many other aspects of our lives, COVID-19 intervened and forced us to forego our traditional in-person commencement exercises. I regret that we all can't be together in the Vine Center. But graduates, let's not allow that limitation to tarnish everything you've worked so hard for and everything you've accomplished during your time at CVCC. Indeed, if anything, the barriers and the obstacles you've overcome due to the pandemic have merely magnified the breadth and the depth of your achievement. I always use commencement to tell our graduates that I don't think I could do what you've already done. It's been true in the past, and that's even more true today. You've completed programs while working and taking care of your families. You fought through financial challenges to earn your degree or certificate, and you've had to make profound sacrifices to arrive at today. Even more, you've done it all while coping with unending uncertainty, genuine fear about the future, and dramatic disruptions to your academic and personal lives. Think about it. What you succeeded at doing amid a global pandemic is something that no one else has ever done before. From that standpoint, your graduation from CVCC is not only a reflection of your academic ability, it reflects your very character. It reflects your drive, your determination, your strength, your resilience, your courage, and even your faith. Yes, you can be rightfully proud of all you've accomplished, and you can be even prouder knowing you've accomplished it amid such adversity. You've remained steadfast when you might have wavered. You've persevered when you might have given up. You've conquered every challenge set before you, and there have been many, I know. Yet you've met every one of those tests with a resounding, yes, I can overcome that. Yes, I can do that. In doing that, you've distinguished yourselves as the very best that any of us can ever be. For that, for your remarkable commitment and your extraordinary achievement, I respect you, I salute you, and I congratulate you. Well done. It's now my honor to introduce one of your own, a fellow graduate who will deliver the student address.
Good evening, Central Virginia Community College graduates and families. It is my pleasure to be speaking to you today as a fellow graduate on this important milestone in our lives. While this year posed some challenges, we are all celebrating today because as a class, we found a way to overcome. Our class will go down in history for our resilience. In the face of a challenge, we stepped up to the plate and conquered it all with a smile. With that being said, it wasn't easy. We had to adapt to a new way of living. We had to isolate ourselves from our friends, families, and loved ones. The world around us froze in place and our lives drastically changed in only a matter of days. Many of us had to push beyond our limits. On top of being students, we had to become teachers, confidants, as well as cheerleaders to others. However, we never gave in. We kept pushing forward, overcoming all the challenges of online learning, from Zoom to the lack of motivation and purpose that blossomed from the frustration all of us felt while navigating this new online world. But as we close this chapter of our life, we carry with us the lessons that it has taught us and learned that even while we felt weighed down by life's many burdens, we have the strength inside of us to rise above and conquer it all. Many times in life, the things we enjoy the most are those that we stumble upon by accident. With that being said, when I came to CVCC, I was determined to keep my head down and finish my degree as quickly as possible. But one day, I decided to open an email that headed, "Who doesn't want $1,000?" Not willing to pass on the opportunity, I decided to apply to become a student ambassador, which led to some of the most memorable moments I have here at CVCC. I and 9 other students were selected to represent the college. As a group, we had nothing in common. Everything from our majors to our favorite colors were different. But we embraced these differences, helping us find a dynamic that worked for us. While our responsibilities weighed heavily on our shoulders as the face of our college, we allowed them to bring us closer together. And in turn, it made us better leaders. I noticed as I became further involved on campus, later becoming vice president of our Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, that the lessons I was learning as an ambassador were subconsciously strengthening my leadership skills. Not only this, but they were even spilling into my coursework as well. Having said that, when I began my journey at CVCC, I thought I knew what I would be majoring in, as well as what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Being the steadfast person I was, I thought nothing could change my ideas on the future. But as I started to submerge myself in my classes, I began to feel inspired by my professors' passion for teaching, as well as their love for their subject. I slowly opened up to the possibility of exploring new ideas, something I never would have done in high school. I learned what it actually takes to learn a subject and enjoy it. And sure enough, I found myself excelling in my classes. When I did that, I no longer saw my life through tunnel vision, but rather in a way that allowed me to crawl out of my proverbial tunnel and enjoy the bigger picture. I was then able to see where I was and what I needed to do in order to meet my new academic and career goals, while still understanding that my goals today might change and being okay with that. While we all move forward towards the next chapter in our lives and overcome new challenges as we leave CVCC, we will all still share one thing in common. This is the place where our future began. Thank you and good luck on your future endeavors. It is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening, Dr. Joshua Pusey.
So hi everyone, thank you for inviting me to speak to you on your big day. So my name is Josh Pusey. I'll introduce my connection to CVCC in a minute. But before I get there, I just want to take a minute just to wish you heartfelt congratulations. I hope today that despite this being virtual, maybe different from the vision you had for your graduation, I hope that you're taking time to celebrate your accomplishments. I'm sure for many of you it's been a long and winding road to get here, and you deserve to take a moment with your friends and family and celebrate how far you've come. So congratulations, and I hope you are celebrating today. So my connection with CVCC began about 16 years ago. Like many of you, I'm from Lynchburg. I grew up in Lynchburg. I went to Brookville High School, and high school was definitely not the best time of my life. Academically, that is. I didn't find any excitement or any inspiration in high school. All of my inspiration was found in the natural world. I wanted to be outside hiking, hunting, fishing, not inside studying. So I didn't do very well in high school. I graduated high school unsure of what I wanted to do next, and was working landscaping jobs that got me outside. I enjoyed working with plants, digging in the dirt, considering maybe this is what I want to do. Maybe I just want to work landscaping. But I decided I'm going to give CVCC a shot. I'm going to try. So that fall I enrolled in CVCC, and that semester changed the path of my life. It sounds pretty dramatic, but it's true. I was taking a chemistry course by Professor Don Bowman. And in that course, I remember a particular lab. Professor Bowman pulled me aside after lab and said, "Josh, you could be a chemist if you put your mind to it." And that word of encouragement just meant so much to me. Here was a professor that I respected telling me that I had more potential than I even realized. So with the encouragement of my professor and with the inspiration of the natural world, I became intensely motivated at school, dedicated myself to studying biology and science, and read about it, and I just loved it. And I was actually able to transfer to Virginia Tech, where I received a bachelor's degree in biology and horticulture. And while I was there, I participated in research and continued to be motivated by my inspiration of the world around me. It wasn't necessarily an easy path. There were many hurdles, many obstacles, much anxiety and worry that I had to overcome. But I was able to graduate, and I was excited by that. After graduation, I was fortunate to be able to be offered a position at Harvard, where I studied plants. I got my doctorate studying plants and DNA and gene sequencing. It's a pretty amazing and exciting time of my life. I went on from there to Duke and finally to William & Mary, where I've been for the past 7 years. So I tell that story because I think that there's several connections with you that I want to emphasize. I know many of you are sitting there thinking, what's next? And there's some principles from my path that I think you might resonate with. They're nothing profound. They're nothing like, wow, those are amazing thoughts. They're things you have experienced, but I just want to take a minute and draw your mind to it. First off, the obvious one, we share a connection of CVCC. CVCC is a great place to start. It provides a really good foundation for going forward in life. Secondly, we all need to find our source of inspiration. My source of inspiration was the natural world, plants, animals. Yours might be art, might be history, it might be renewable energy. What I encourage you is find your source of inspiration, find what excites you, and keep pursuing it. Don't let that fire, that excitement die. Keep chasing it. Be the best educator you can be. Be the best scientist you can be, the best healthcare provider you can be. Next, we all have challenges. Life is not easy. This past year has shown that. You've overcome a massive hurdle of graduating in the midst of a pandemic. That's definitely something to be proud of. There's going to be many other challenges in your future. And what I encourage you when you encounter that challenge, you might be worried, how am I going to get through this next year? How am I going to get through the next 2 years? What I encourage you to do is don't take it a year at a time. Take it a day at a time, a minute at a time, step by step, and you'll get there. And finally, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support and encouragement of many people. Professor Bowman, Professor Jerry Williams at Virginia Tech, my mom, my dad, friends, family. And I'm certain that all of you watching today, there's someone in your life who has helped you get to the point you are now. So first off, tell them thanks. Tell them thanks for the support and encouragement they provided. Next, we all need that support and encouragement. And what I would just challenge you to do is look around you. Who in your life could benefit from your support, from your encouragement? I just challenge you to go out of your way, help a friend, help a neighbor, achieve their dreams, speak into their life, provide tangible support, emotional support, just a friendship, in order that they might go on and achieve what they dream. So with that, I thank you again for listening to me. Congratulations, and I just hope you have a wonderful day of celebration.
Shawnee Abercrombie, Cedrone Obrell, Haley Adams, Avery Adkins, Matthew Adkins, Andrew Aiken, Carlos Allman Valdez, Ebony Alexander, Portia Alexander, Chelsea Eliff, Matthew Alcock, Holden Allen, Samantha Allen, Zachary Allen, Callie Alred, Nicholas Almadai, Madison Amos, Elizabeth Ancherell, Haley Anderson, Jaden Anderson, Montez Anderson, Shakita Anderson, Sydney Anderson, Tiambi Anderson, Tyler Anderson, William Anderson, Devin Anthony, Joseph Arkenbolt, Samantha Arney, Kaylee Arnold, Emma Arrington, Hannah Arrington, Jordan Arrington, Mackenzie Arrington, Alexandra Arthur, Lindsay Arthur, Peter Arthur, Frank Austin, Robert Austin, Alexis Ayala, William Ayler, Amunet Ayers, Rachel Bain, Justin Balderston, Carl Banks Jr., Aaron Bannister, Momin Barakat, Benjamin Barber, Rachel Barker, Audrey Barnes, Parker Barnwell, Stephen Barton, Terry Bateman, Duncan Batt, Logan Beam, Angela Beasley, Brian Beasley, Brian Bell, Sierra Bell, Holly Bell, Sarah Bell, Victoria Bell, Aiden Bangs, Mackenzie Bennett, Michaela Bennett, Brandon Bergeron, Miriam Berkland, Ryan Barry, Danielle Befuco, Nathaniel Bischoff, Savannah Bishop, Sarah Blankenship, Emma Board, John Bohannon III, Robert Boise III, I. Bolton, Gregory Bonds, Jenalee Bugades, Tatum Booker, Jacob Booth, Corey Saunders, Alexander Bottoms, Kara Bowden, Cedric Bowers, Sarah Bowman, Shelby Boyles, Kristen Brackey, Brandon Bradley, Josiah Brado, Gavin Braithwaite, Nicole Brandt, Emma Bratton, Caitlin Bratton, Logan Bratton, Emily Brownroth, Cody Breeding, Bryson Brendel, Holly Brenner, Russell Breed, Kaylin Brightwell, Richard Brogan Jr., Carly Brooks, Robert Brooks, Aiden Brown, Dewana Brown, Mackenzie Brown, Savannah Brown, Tammy Brown, Trenton Brown, Trenton Brown, Sierra Bryant, Michael Bunner, Jochi Burford, Lacey Bergen, Lawrence Burley III, Jansen Burnett, Kayla Burns, Caitlin Bushing, Veda Butcher, Jalen Cade, Pisa Kai, Leah Caldwell, Jennifer Campbell, Mackenzie Campbell, Sydney Campbell, Hope Canzone, Joshua Carter, Latanya Carter, Rosemary Carter, Deja Carter, Wayne Casey, Amanda Cash, Colin Cash, Haley Cash, Michaela Cashwell, Angela Cassidy, Isabel Castle, Laura Kate, Stacy Cavan, Tiares Chambers, Hannah Shawdrew, Brendan Cheatham, Haley Cheatham, Sarah Chen, Luke Choi, Francisca Cifuentes, Megan Sislow, Melissa Clark, Caitlin Clark, Ashley Cleveland, Colby Cobb, Nathaniel Cobbs, Benjamin Coffey, Ciela Cohen, Ashley Coleman, Alvin Coleman, Sarah Coleman, Dalton Collins, Melissa Collins, Randy Collins, Victoria Collins, Gaither Kamau, Ashley Connolly, Dominique Contreras, Catherine Conway, Cynthia Cook, Paris Cook, Sean Cook, Andrea Cooper, Benjamin Copeland Jr., Jillian Coppin, William Cosgrove, Danny Couch, Michael Couch, Sydney Colson, Skylar Cox, Virginia Cox, Corey Saunders, Anna Creamer, Austin Creasy, Holly Creasy, Samuel Creel, Tori Croft, Tyler Cross, Brian Crouch, Kayla Crouch, Warren Crowder, Nicholas Crowell, William Crumpacker Jr., Whitney Sucardi, Jonathan Cunningham II, Gary Joseph Curtis, Daniel Cyrus, Christian Dalton, Emma Dalton, Jeremiah Dalton, Monique Sade Miller, Michael Daniel, Cameron Daniels, Caitlin David, Caitlin David, Alexander Davies, Adam Davis, Brittany Davis, Jakemia Davis, Catherine Davis, Katie Davison, Wayne Dawkins, Casey Dawson, Keith Dawson, Olga Dawson, Olga Dawson, Gabriela de Ornales, Perla de Hoyos Fonseca, Laura Diener Allen, Lamika DiBiase, Kayla Diaz, Rachel Diggs, Adam Dillon, Eric Dillon, Nicholas Dissenhouse, Elizabeth Divers, Anthony Dodson, Elizabeth Dolaire, Jeanette Daring Lacey, Stephen Dollyheight, David Dombrowski, Sydney Dooley, Jacob Dorr, Christopher Dowdy, Laura Dowdy, Whitley Drinkard, Tyrone Drumgool, Joseph Dew, Alexis Dudley, Deja Duffy, Jennifer Dukes, Bobby Dunning, John Christopher Duran, Hunter Ebbs, Caleb Eckhart, Charles Egbujo, Nathan Elkins, Daniel Elliott, Tristan Elliott, Jaden Ellis, Madison Ellis, Kayla Ennis, Harris Erickson, Patrick Easery, Derek Espenchide, Jeremy Evans, Katrina Evans, Mackenzie Fanny, Sydney Ferris, Elizabeth Farmer, Tegan Farmer, Trinity Farmer, James Farrer, Veronica Faulkner Woodall, Leah Ferguson, Haley Field, Ryan Finch, Trevor Fisher, Kimberly Fisher Heyman, Trinity Fitch, Olivia Fitzgerald, Jonathan Fix, Michael Flannery, William Flowers, Chanston Follett, Darian Foreman, Heather Fortin, Shalea Foster, Brittany Franklin, Jared Franklin, Stephen Franklin, Crispin Fredrickson, Stephanie Freeman, David Fret IV, Alexis Fulcher, Brittany Fulcher, Rebecca Funderburk, Megan Gainey, Michael Gallo Jr., Amanda Garber, Anthony Garcia, Raquel Garcia, Abby Gardner, Carmela Gardner, Timothy Gardner, Emily Garrity, Caitlin Garrity, Morgan Gaylor, Sydney Gellert, Blake George, James Gerlinger, Haley Gibson, Kimberly Giles, Monica Gillette, Benjamin Custiniani, Michaelin Givens, Christian Glasgow, Michael Glass, Connor Gleason, Kathleen Glover, Matthew Godin II, Mary Godsey, Catherine Goff, Timothy Good, Amanda Gordon, Joshua Gordon, Braxton Gowen, Chandler Gowen, Grace Grada, Kirsten Grant, Sky Grant, Christopher Green, Kristen Green, Samantha Green, Christopher Griffiths, Natalia Griffiths, Megan Grimes, Christopher Grizzle, Josiah Grow, Susanna Grow, Joshua Grider, Haley Gardascione, Haley Haberly, Daniel Hafner, Mila Hagwood, Madison Hall, Michael Hall, Samira Hall, Gary Hall Madsen, Justin Hamilton, Matthew Hamilton, McKenna Hamilton, Stephanie Hamilton, Jalen Hamlet, Tamara Hamlet, Derek Hammer, Chasten Hammond, Michael Hanna, Leonard Hansen, Janai Harf, Brenda Harlow, Richard Harper, Amber Harris, Christopher Harris, Michaela Harris, Jerry Harder, Amanda Lynn Hartman, Monessa Harvey, Robert Hall, Christine Hawks, Kyla Hayes, Tania Hayes, Aaliyah Haynes, Nicholas Heath, Jessica Hedges, Jason Helms, Madeline Hempel, Tanya Hengeli, Kaylee Henry, Manuel Hernandez, Logan Heusser, Brinkley Hill, Sabrina Hodnett, Isaac Hogan, Savannah Holland, Destiny Holloway, Amanda Holmes, Brittany Holt, James Holt, Michael Holt Jr., Bethany Holtznecht, Hannah Honecker, Patrick House, Jacqueline Howell, Ken Hassan, Imani Hubbard, L'Oreal Hubbard, Malik Hubbard, Sanchez Hubbard, Brandon Hudak, Dylan Hudson, Elizabeth Hudson, Emily Hudson, Zoe Hudson, Ann Hunt, Haywood Hunt, Shane Hunter, Crystal Jackson, Jake Jackson, Janet Jackson, Justin Jackson, Sydney Jackson, Grayson Jacobs, Dana Jakaria, Alyssa Jamerson, Amber Jamerson, Gabriel Jenkins, Megan Jenkins, Haley Jennings, Jeremy Jewell, Rebecca Jirasek, Aaron Johnson, Christian Johnson, Haley Johnson, Iona Johnson, Jennifer Johnson, Caitlin Johnson, Kaylee Johnson, Raquan Johnson, Richard Johnson, Shania Johnson, Nashawn Johnson, Victoria Johnson, William Johnson, William Johnson, David Johnson III, Dante Jones, Emerson Jones, Jason Jones, Keenan Jones, Kiara Jones, Liam Jones, Zakiah Jones, Kaylin Judd, Bertha Judge, Caitlin Justice, Farhana Kareem, Ashley Cassie, Kelsey Cassie, Catherine Kellenick, Wyatt Kelly, Haley Kaiser, Elizabeth Kidwell, Alexis King, Austin King, Leanne King, Courtney Kirby, Simone Knight, Christian Knoll, Amelia Knopp, Matthew Knopp, Jesse Knowles, Susan Kochansky, Jonathan Koshi, Lily Kowalski, Katie Kurtz, Lydia Kaiser, Noah Lax, Paul Lang III, Marshall Langley, Kaylin Larson, Mikala Laughlin, Candy Lawhorn, Jennifer Lane, Logan Lane, Michaela Lane, Anna Lee, Brandon Lee, Edward Lee, Julianne Lee, Matthew Lee, Antonio Lee Jr., Willow Lair, Maxwell Lemming, Alex Lemon, Stephen Leonard, Christian Lesniak, Ronnie Lester, Naomi Levin, Tyrone Lewis, William Lewis, Sherry Lilly, Hannah Lindsay, Emily Lindy, Bradley Lippard, Kylie Litke, Jacob Lloyd, Joseph Lloyd, Mateo Lockett, John LaFaso, Corey Long, Catherine Long, Kirsten Lowe, Joshua Luffman, Kevin Lunsman, Eliza Lynch, Justin Lynch, Heather MacArthur, Trevor McDonald, Maggie Mace, Maggie Mace, Shelby Marcelino, Heather Marcus, Andrew Marinac, Dylan Markham, Cora Mariner, Andrew Martin, Corey Saunders, Deshaun Martin, Jessica Martin, Colby Martin, Leah Martin, Madison Martin, Rebecca Martin. Eunice Martinez. Bryce Mason. Jasmine Mason. Carly Mast. Raphael Matthew. Tony Malk. Haley Maxfield. John Maxwell. Jordan Mayberry. Ian Mayhew. Latrice Mays. Kimberly Mayton. Connor McCann. Sharon McCormick. Rod McCoy. Dawn McCoy Richburg. Haley McCracken. Willett McCracken. Gordon McCraw Jr. David McCulloch. Marcia McDaniel. Jennifer McDonald. Hannah McFadden. Autumn McFadden. Mark McLaughlin. Samuel McIntyre. Scott McKenzie. Brittany McNerney. Jennifer McPherson. Taylor Meeks. James Mejia. Alexander McCallion. Gabriela Mendoza. Lindsay Metz. Kimberly Myers. Sheena Mickles. Vashti Miles. Cynthia Miller. Monique Miller. Jacob Mink. Jasmine Mitchell. Tammy Mitchell. Chloe Moker. Quentin Monroe. Trent Montague. Maggie Moon. Corby Moore. Jordan Moore. Kenneth Moore. Raven Moore. Robert Moran. Rada Morkid. April Morgan. Crystal Morgan. Glenwood Morgan Jr. Alexis Morris. Kamisha Morris. David Morrison. Stephen Morton Jr. Christy Moser. Adam Mullins. Ernest Murphy. Lauren Myers. Sydney Myers. Taylor Myers. Willow Nance. Victor Napolillo II. Jessica Nash. Emma Nazarod. Amy Neighbors. Megan Neighbors. Renzo Neps. Jacqueline Newby, Mallory Newman, Ebony Nee, Amber Nichols, Jonathan Nichols, Michaela Nichols, Elijah Nieto, Karen Nixon, Sarah Norman, Samuel O'Brien, Adedeo Okumuye, Evan Onifer, Logan Orange, Tara Otero, Autumn Overfelt, Whitney Overstreet, Caitlin Padilla, McKaylin Page, Danica Page, Rianne Payer, Marion Pennell Jr., Sierra Panter, Brandon Parker, Danisha Parker, Kendra Parker, Matthew Parlier, Michael Parlier, Philip Parnell Jr., Anissa Parrish, Prithvi Patel, Charlotte Patton, Philip Paul, Stephen Paxton, Carlos Payne, Jalvis Payne, Evan Pierman, April Pelletier, Adam Peltier, Anthony Pennick, Frederick Peralt, Alexis Perry, Jessica Peters, Jacob Petrie, Christopher Fowl Jr., Abigail Falp, Logan Philbrook, Amber Phillips, Tabitha Phillips, Kylie Pickerel, Samuel Pickrell, Jennifer Piercy, Nicole Pietrus Stoddard, Natalie Pender, Marcella Pineda, Matthew Pennell, Whitney Plude, Shayla Porter, Andrew Potter, Christopher Powers, Melanie Pratt, Haley Price, Carrie Price, Anna Prohl, Samuel Puckett, Brianna Pulley, Ethan Purita, Andrell Puryear, Adam Putney, Austin Putz, Zephon Quinn, Nicholas Rakes, Sierra Ramos, James Ray, Jamila Reed, Asia Reed, Isaiah Reed, Christine Releva, Howard Renfro Jr., Ethan Reynolds, Reagan Reynolds, Trinity Reynolds, Michael Rhodes, Olivia Rice, Alana Richardson, Latoya Ritchie, Adrian Richmond, John Riffenberg, Mackenzie Rigney, Jonah Ripley, Dwayne Robertson, Jessica Robertson, Jamanda Robertson, Jared Robinson, Tyrus Robinson, Chase Roby, Christina Rockefeller, Roberta Rodman, Colton Wyatt, Sophia Rosado, Aislinn Rossier, Crystal Rousseau, Natalie Rubelar, Ontario Rucker, Dachana Rucker, Megan Rutter, Austin Rusher, Robert Romansky Jr., Michaela Ripkema, Elaine Salerno, Patrick Sales, Hunter Salmon, Samantha Salvi, Skylar Sams, Jamie Sandage, Latoya Sandage, Nicholas Sarantos, Connor Sauls, Corey Saunders, Javar Saunders, Sarah Shearer, Hannah Schlemmer, Jordan Schmidt, Thomas Schmidt, Zachary Schrock, Thomas Schwab, Jared Shrivner, Austin Scruggs, Courtney Seitz, Kelly Serio, Aaron Sexton, Carrie Sharp, Jacob Schaefer, Kevin Sheffield, Sarah Shelley, Brianne Shelton, Kendall Shelton, Thomas Shepard, Drew Shepard, Drew Shepard, Donald Shields, Sarah Chenault, Logan Shores, Daniel Shores Jr., Joseph Arkenbolt, Kyle Short, Dana Michael Shrewsbury, Thomas Shrewsbury, Dustin Shoemaker, Ashley Shoup, Malcolm Silva, Thomas Simmons, Terry Simonson, Chase Simpkins, Colby Slaney, Darnell Smith, Delaney Smith, Faith Smith, Caitlin Smith, Shelley Smith, Tyler Smith, Caleb Snyder, Emily Song, Angel Suklo, Allison Spangenberg, Samantha Spence, Tabitha Spencer, Chantel Spinner, Tyler Sprouse, Jonathan St. Clair, Reginald St. Fleur, Kelsey St. John, Morgan Stamps, Lawrence Stanton, Brianna Staten, Kelsey Steele, Amanda Steger, Colin Stinnett, Holly Stinnett, Sydney Stinnett, Melena Stone, Owen Stone, Shaquana Stone, Richard Stratton, Olivia Stoltz, Vikisa Stoltz, Carly Stump, Christina Sturm, Shakista Sumbry Caldwell, Caitlin Summers, Timothy Sutphin, Elijah Swepston, Darlene Silva, Abdullah Tahir, Adrian Tardy, Andrew Taylor, Ruthie Taylor, Sophia Taylor, Brianna Teague, Thean Thane, Renuka Thanakachalam, Devin Thomas, Faith Thomas, Marcus Thomas, Holly Thompson, Joseph Thompson, Samuel Thompson III, Grayson Tibbs, Logan Tkachuk, Blake Tolbert, Elizabeth Tolbert, Michael Togiesi, Chandler Tolley, Titus Toms, Eva Torres, Madison Toscano, Savannah Toddy, Peter Taus, Callista Traphagen, Ebony Traham, Elizabeth Trent, Mary Kate Trent, Pfeiffer Trent, Tabitha Trent, Zoe Trent, Noah Trevithick, Robert Tuck, Colton Tucker, Jessica Tucker, Richard Tucker Jr., Brandon Tweedy, Miranda Tweedy, Lauren Tyler, Tiana Tyler, Bethany Tyree, Chelsea Tyree, John Tyree, Christian Underation, Ava Marie Vance, Afton Vanderwarker, Valerie Varela, Annette Villa, Christina Vistier, Joshua Vitale, Trisha Watcholtz, Bragan Wade, Emma Walden, Cheyenne Waldron, James Walker, James Walker, Joseph Wallace, Christina Waller, Donnie Ward, Lavonda Ward, Hannah Wardlaw, Justin Ware, Samuel Warner, Brittany Warrender, Jekiah Watkins, Grace Watts, Madison Webb, Madeline Weeks, Devin Widener, Lexus Wells, Mercedes Wells, Alan West, Jonathan Michael West, Logan Weston, Brittany Wharton, Cooper White, Haley White, Mia White, Morgan White, Andra White, Lawrence White Jr., Fred Wickert, Brittany Williams, Christopher Williams, Lachelle Williams, Mitzi Williams, Taylor Williams, Isaiah Reed, Tammy Williamson, Haley Willoughby, Aaliyah Wilson, Jennifer Wilson, Lauren Wilson, Makia Wilson, Sheila Wilson, Sydney Wilson, Nathan Wirt, Taylor Viskirchen, D'Amico Withers, Autumn Wolford, Seth Wood, Haley Woods, Brandon Wooldridge, Jeremiah Worley, Alexis Worth, Travis Ray, Adam Wright, Bailey Wright, Brandon Wright, Hayden Wright, Justice Wright, Jawan Wright, Maria Wright, Shawnquita Wright, Tatiana Wright, Colton Wyatt, Christy Weiland, Lori Yarber, Dennis Yates, Trevor Yates, Raylene Yoder, Christian Yoklik, Emerald York, Anna Young, Jordan Young, William Young, Johnny Younger, Joelle Yutzi,
Now comes the moment you've been working for ever since you arrived at CVCC. For this is the moment when I confer your degree or credential. You've looked forward to this moment from the first day you enrolled at CVCC. You'll look back on this moment for the rest of your life as you celebrate your greatest achievements. Savor this moment, for this moment can take you wherever you want to go, just as it did for Joshua Pusey. Ready? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State Board for Community Colleges and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degree, diploma, certificate, or credential to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. If you're wearing your mortarboard right now, you may turn your tassel, for I now proclaim you graduates of Central Virginia Community College. Congratulations to all of you on your extraordinary achievements.
To the graduating class of Central Virginia Community College, it has been my privilege and my pleasure to share this wonderful occasion. Graduation is a celebration of achievement, hard work, goals sets, and of family and friends. Because we are not together this year, I am especially excited and proud of you. You are resilient, you are adaptable, and you embody the tenacity to continue to the finish line. You excelled. There is no stopping you. Because of your achievements and promise today, we are granted an opportunity to look forward to the future with hopes and dreams that we have never dreamed before. We applaud and celebrate you in your achievements today. As you move to the next wonderful adventure in your life, I challenge each and every one of you to be that catalyst for positive change. Graduates, families, and friends, this concludes the CVCC virtual commencement.